It's yummy time.
Hello everyone, it's Yummy. I'm back again with another video. And today we're going to talk about a new Duel Links box that Konami just announced. Oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so tired from the KC Cup. I feel like right now I can't catch a break from Duel Links content because Konami announced this box literally a day after the KC Cup ended. And as much as I like to complain about sometimes the meta or Duel Links getting stale after I've played all of the new cards, we've hit a wave again where there's just an influx of stuff to do with Duel Links, and this new main box is one of them. And oh my goodness. Off the bat, I will say I'm not very excited about a new box. I think that we just got a new box, and please, Konami, you gotta take it easy. Take it easy on all the players, take it easy on me. I can only keep up with so many boxes. This one is called Absolute Inferno. It has Red Dragon Archfiend featured. That means we're getting Red Dragon Archfiend now in a main box as a UR card, where before we had Red Dragon Archfiend as a skill, a Jack Atlas skill. It was only available with that. So now we can have 3 copies of Red Dragon Archfiend. Not that we have enough room to synchro out 3 Red Dragon Archfiends, but hey, you can run 3 if you want to. This box looks like it's like a fire theme, I guess. There's like fire formation things. I don't know anything about the TCG. Forgive me, I don't know any cards. I just know Duel Links stuff, and any new card in Duel Links is a new card to me. So I don't really know what to expect out of this box. I'm not sure if it's gonna be good or not. I will say that the last couple boxes I was pretty disappointed with overall. So maybe this new box will bring something fun to the table, or maybe something viable. I don't know. As far as I know, the Ancient Gear deck I think is the most viable thing in this meta that we got that was new. And we did get Diamond Core of Kawaki Miras, which everybody is tired of facing now. But that was also a viable card that we got in one of the new boxes. So I'm not sure how much this is going to change the meta. It might not at all. Okay, so the cards that are being advertised on the front: Red Dragon Archfiend, Laval Val Dragon, did I read that right? Cerulean Sacred Phoenix of Neftis, and a Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Horse Prince. So yeah, we're getting some Phoenix cards, I think. I don't know if this is the only one. I can't imagine it's the only one. I think we're just gonna get more support cards for, I don't know, Neftis. I don't know what the archetype is called. I don't know. Sacred Phoenix of Neftis. I don't know what archetype that falls under. Oh my god, I'm panicking. So, Red Dragon Archfiend. I don't know how viable Red Dragon Archfiend is going to be in the meta. As far as I can tell, it's kind of more of a meme than anything in Duel Links, but also maybe because we're only running it as a skill, that may be why it was a meme before, but maybe this could be something that can be used. So these are the other URs that are being advertised. Vice Dragon, Living Fossil. Oh, I like him. He looks like he's ready for a night out. Dark Bribe, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. I don't think we have this card yet in Duel Links. To be completely honest with you, all of the Brotherhood of the Fire Fist cards look exactly the same to me. And I've never played any of those cards. The only one I think I've maybe played is that Gyoku card. But other than that, I have 0 experience with Brotherhood of the Fire Fist cards. I don't know, a lot of people are really excited about it, but as far as we know with Duel Links, when people get excited about new cards that they think are going to be overpowered in Duel Links, a lot of the times that isn't really the case. People hype up new cards or new archetypes that they think are going to be really good, and then in Duel Links they just kind of end up falling flat on their faces. So we'll see, I guess, after playtesting in Duel Links, how far these archetypes will go. I'm probably only gonna go over the URs and the SRs, and then maybe briefly skim over all of the Rs, because this is a main box, and Main boxes are extremely overwhelming, so there's a lot of cards here. And first and foremost, Red Dragon Archfiend. Requires 1 tuner or plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. So it is a generic synchro. After damage calculation, if this card attacks a defense position monster your opponent controls, destroy all defense position monsters your opponent controls. During your end phase, destroy all other monsters you control that did not declare an attack this turn. This card must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. Lava Lalal Dragon. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner fire monsters. So it is not a generic synchro. You need a fire monster to synchro this out. You can shuffle 2 lava monsters from your graveyard to your main deck to target 1 card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. Oh, that's annoying. Hopefully we don't see too much of this on the ladder. I feel like maybe though with the combos of this box, maybe we'll be able to summon this pretty easily. It is a level 5 synchro. And level 5s are pretty easy to get out on the field, especially when it only requires 2 monsters. Chaos King Archfiend. 1 Fiend type tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters, so you do need a Fiend type tuner. It is a level 7, right? Am I counting that right? 1, 2, 3, 7, whatever. When this card declares an attack, you can switch the current attack and defense of all face-up monsters your opponent controls until the end of the battle phase. Wow. So that's gonna be optional then, right? Like it's gonna be like, do you want to activate the effect of Chaos King Archfiend? And then you click yes or no. I suppose. That's pretty cool. I would probably see myself using the effect. I'm not too familiar with any Fiend type tuners that we currently have in Duel Links. I don't know if Fableds are Fiend types or not. That's the first one that comes to mind, but it could also be a thing where they introduce a couple of Fiend type tuners in this box. So, I mean, 2600 attack, 2600 defense. Pretty good, I guess. It's not really going to deal with anything like Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. But, Cerulean Sacred Phoenix of Neftis. A lot of people are really excited about this card. Yeah, it has 3000 attack, 1000 defense, so its defense is pretty low. You can ritual summon this card with Rebirth of Neftis. You can only use each of the following effects of Cerulean Sacred Phoenix of Neftis once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy Neftis cards in your hand and or face-up field. Then destroy an equal number of monsters your opponent controls. During your next standby phase, after this card was destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Okay, so it's like the Phoenix card that we already have in Duel Links. Phoenix in Duel Links is pretty old, I think. So this is now some new support for it. It has the same effect where it can resummon itself onto the graveyard after being destroyed. But this first effect is really interesting. Let me read that again. During your main phase, you can destroy Neftis cards from your hand and or face-up field, then destroy equal number of monsters your opponent controls. Okay, yeah. So, if you have a full board of cards to blow up on the field, you can just end up blowing up your opponent's field. So that is going to be very good against something like Kawaki Miru's or Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, where Maximus and Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon are going to be pretty tough to swing over unless you have ties that bind, in which case it wouldn't even matter for this card. You can just pop them on the field and probably swing for game. Hopefully your opponent has no response. Seems pretty good. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit, another Fire Fist card, cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a Beast Warrior type monster. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 level 3 fire monster with 200 or less defense in your graveyard, special summon that target in defense position, and if you do, monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of this turn except Beast Warrior type monsters. You can only use this effect of Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit once per turn. Level 3 tuner, you can only synchro Beast Warrior type synchro monsters, which I'm sure probably wouldn't be a big deal because we do have some new Fire Fist synchros, I believe, right? Yeah, so we have this synchro here. It is a level 6, so you could probably get It said 200 or less defense. Yeah, so you can get probably a smaller monster out on the field, kind of like the way that Junk Synchron works, out of the graveyard onto the field and then end up synchro summoning. And it won't be a problem not being able to attack except for Beast Warriors, because I think that synchro is a Beast Warrior anyway. So, okay, simple tuner, sure. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. Once per turn, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can set one Fire Formation spell card directly from your deck. Once per turn, you can send one face-up Fire Formation spell or trap card you control to the graveyard, then target one monster on the field and destroy that target. That's a lot of fun. Sure, it's a level 4, 1600 attack monster. And again, I don't really know too much about Fire Fists or anything like that, so I think that's a pretty good card. It is a UR, and you might want to be running multiple copies of these because of that destruction effect. Alright. Vice Dragon. This guy looks disgusting, dude. Maybe that's why I don't like this box so much. Like, everything looks gross. Like, ugh, like everything is like all bumpy. Ugh, makes me uncomfortable. Okay. Vice Dragon. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, but its original attack and defense become halved. Okay, so level 5, you can special summon it. You could probably easily synchro out a level 8 synchro monster or something like that if you have a level 3 tuner on the field. Yeah, so the attack and defense probably won't matter too much if you just end up using this as synchro material. I do like the special summoning cards from your hand thing, especially when it comes to synchro monsters and Duel Links. I feel like it makes the synchros a lot easier and not too much of a cost. I feel like in time, Duel Links has done a good job with making the synchros a little bit more worth it. I think that initially my synchro feelings, I guess if you want to say, I wasn't too big of a fan of synchros before because I felt like it was too high of a cost and not very much reward. But I think now with all of the support cards that we've had for the last few months, synchros are pretty fun. So, yeah. Living Fossil. This is a UR spell card. It is an equip card. Activate this card by targeting one level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and equip it with this card, but banish it when it leaves the field, even if this card has left the field. When this card leaves the field, banish the equipped monster. The equipped monster loses 1000 attack and defense, also its effects are negated. You can only activate one living fossil per turn. Upon reading this card and seeing it, the first card that kind of came to mind that this could work with was Giant Rex, where Giant Rex can special summon itself onto the field if it is banished. And the thing with Giant Rex is it cannot attack directly, but I don't know. I mean, it gets an attack loss. You know what I mean? So I don't know if this card's gonna be good or not. I kind of can't really think of anything right now that it'll work very well with. So maybe we'll go back into Duel Links and playtest these cards later. Dark Bribe. When an opponent's spell or trap card is activated, your opponent draws one card, also negate the spell or trap activation, and if you do, destroy it. What you don't want to be doing is using Dark Bribe, and you do not want to chain it to an Ancient Gear spell. But otherwise, I am kind of iffy about this card. I feel like this helps your opponent out. I mean, that's the cost of destroying a card, I suppose. Otherwise, I don't really know how good it's going to be in Duel Links. I do think that we have a ton of back row removal right now, and one of the cards that I wish that I had more of right now was Night Beam. I don't think a lot of people are running Night Beam currently, and that came out of a selection box, and I think I need more of that. So Dark Bribe is like iffy to me. I don't know if I'm gonna like this card or not. It is a UR. I could maybe pass on getting 3 of these, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now we're getting into the SRs. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Horse Prince. Why did I read that weird? This guy's kind of hot. 1 fire tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters, so it is not a generic synchro, it is a level 6. it probably is going to work with all of the Fire Fist cards that we are getting out of this box. When this card is Synchro summoned, you can special summon one level 3 fire monster from your deck. After you Synchro summon this card, you cannot special summon level 5 or higher monsters for the rest of this turn. I guess you can bring some stuff back onto the graveyard. I don't know if that means you could bring like one of these tuners back onto the graveyard, or I'm sorry, back onto the field from the graveyard and then activate their effects. Interesting Synchro, 2200 attack, 22 defense. I don't know. It doesn't seem very good to me, but I feel like I would have to know after I play these cards. Like I would have to see them in action for me to make a call like, oh, this card's good, this card's bad. Devotee of Neftis. Spellcaster Ritual, level 2. You can ritual summon this card with Rebirth of Neftis. You can only use each of the following effects of Devotee of Neftis once per turn. If this card is ritual summoned, you can activate this effect, special summon one Neftis monster from your deck. Also during the end phase of this turn, destroy this card. If this card is in the graveyard, you can destroy one Neftis card in your hand, and if you do, special summon this card. Interesting. Okay, so you could probably pop I don't know what the original Phoenix is called. The yellow one. It's like slipping my mind right now, and I feel like it's such an easy answer, but anyway, that yellow Phoenix that we've had in this game for a long time. You can destroy that Phoenix, special summon it back onto the field after you destroy it with this card, and then pop all of your opponent's spells and traps. Although I can't tell if it would really be good in this meta because you really don't want to be destroying ancient gear, spells, or traps. I mean spells. So maybe it's a bit dangerous to be running that card. Lava Lakeside Lady. She looks extremely creepy. Pyro Tuner effect. If this card is in your graveyard and you have 3 or more lava monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can banish this card and one other lava monster from your graveyard to target one set card your opponent controls and destroy that target. Interesting. That's fun. It kind of reminds me of like Bujin Centipede's effect where you banish from the graveyard and then destroy a back row. It's pretty cool. It is only one set card your opponent controls, so I don't know if that means that they can chain and activate the effect. I don't know if that means it's still gonna get destroyed anyways, but sure, we'll take that. Genex Alley Duradark. Machine. Ooh, cool. We get a machine monster. He looks cool. He looks like Hiro Tadashi. Wait, that's not his name. Hiro. His brother's name is Tadashi, right? Hiro whatever from Big Hero 6. Okay. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can select one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls with the same attribute of this card and destroy it. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. Okay, I'm not really feeling that. I don't see a lot of dark monsters in play right now, but maybe this could just be used as like a level... I don't know, actually. I don't really like this card off the bat. Maybe not so good. Dread Dragon. Ooh, level 2 tuner. Oh my god, it's a grandma. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add one level 3 or lower dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. Interesting. Okay. So it is not a floater. I don't know, I was taught the word floater when I was playing Gustos, but that's not really what that does here. You could just search out, so sure. I'm not too sure about cards these days being destroyed by battle because, again, we are living in a Kawaki Miro Ancient Gear meta. Ancient Gear kind of turns off those kinds of monster effects, and Maximus ends up popping it, and it doesn't activate this tuner, so maybe not so good in this meta. 3 Trolling Trolls. Oh, it sounds like my Twitch chat. Beast Warrior Tuner, level 3. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one Beast Warrior type monster in your graveyard. This card's attribute and level become the same as that monster's. Until the end of this turn, during your main phase, you can special summon one Beast Warrior type monster with the same attribute and level as this card from your hand. You can only use each effect of 3 Trolling Trolls once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate either of this card's effects, except Beast Warrior monsters. Okay. I'm not sure if this is going to be paired with Fire Fists. Probably not. But, yeah, probably not. The Synchros, I feel like, are not going to work well with this card. But I think there's some other Synchros that I'm missing out on that I haven't played that I think are in Duel Links currently, that this could work well with. I can't think of any right now. Off the bat, I feel like I kind of don't really like this card. I feel like maybe I wouldn't use it. So, Flamvel Guard. Ooh, it's a vanilla 2000 defense monster. Level 1. Nice. A Flamvel Guardian who commands fire with his will. His magma hot barrier protects his troops from intruders. So you could probably sit on this, hopefully, and maybe stall a turn in defense, and then probably synchro out a monster next turn. I'm not really sure though. It is a level 1. I don't know. Alexandrite Dragon. I like this card's artwork. Many of the Tsar's lost jewels can be found in the scales of this priceless dragon. Its creator remains a mystery, along with how they acquired imperial treasures, but whosoever finds this dragon has hit the jackpot, whether they know it or not. Nice. It is a level 4 vanilla monster, 2000 attack. You could probably just throw this into your auto duel deck and call it a day. Molten Conduction Field. Send 2 lava monsters from your deck to the graveyard. Interesting. I don't really know if this is a core card for lava monsters. And yeah, you want to be running this, but I don't know how those levels work. I feel like it's a lot better for monsters to be sending monsters from my deck to the graveyard, but again, I don't really know how the deck works. This is probably going to be a good card for levels. I don't know. Skill Prisoner. Target 1 card you control this turn. When any monster effect resolves that targeted that card at activation, negate that effect. During either player's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 card you control. This turn, when any monster effect resolves that targeted that card at activation, negate that effect. Does this counter like Kawakimiru Maximus or something like that? I'm not really sure. The card is just a lot of words that my brain can't process currently because I'm still recovering from stupid KC Cup. But if I'm reading this correctly, then maybe this could prevent destruction effects from Maximus. Hopefully that's the case. If not, then that is a garbage card. Bad Aim. When your opponent's card or effect is activated, target 1 card on the field other than that card and destroy it. Interesting. That's interesting. I like the name of the card too. It's called Bad Aim because it's like you destroy some other card that's not that one. But yeah, maybe I could use it on like a new set or something. Like, let's say someone's playing Ancient Gear Wyvern and they set first, and then they activate Ancient Gear Wyvern's effect. You can now hit the new set card. I don't know, that's the only play I can think of right now that's relevant in this meta currently. I'm only thinking in terms of like what's being played right now. I'm sure any other card in this box could be played any differently. I know I'm naming a lot of Ancient Gears and a lot of Kawakimirus in this video because that's all I'm seeing on the ladder right now. I am seeing like a few spellbooks maybe, but for the most part, I think everybody can agree it's mostly Ancient Gear and Kawakimirus, so that's kind of what I'm putting my thoughts into when I'm considering all of these card effects. Oh, and that was the last SR. Okay, I'm sure that there are some broken rare cards in here somewhere because I feel like Duel Links likes to do this thing where the URs are like, I don't know, like URs I feel like are kind of hit or miss. They always miss. Huh? But I feel like the URs and the SRs are things that occasionally maybe you can skip a couple copies, like maybe you don't need to buy 3 of. And then the rares that they release in Duel Links, because there are people who complain so much about, oh my god, we need to have more free-to-play cards, yada yada yada. They probably release some broken rare cards in the main boxes just to satisfy that kind of player, which is fair. I mean, you know, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on all the URs and the SRs, and they're probably like not even that great, you know what I mean? So yeah, like there's more Laval cards here, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist cards. What is this? It looks scary. Level 4 Fiend. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Oh my god, this looks like a bad card. Umbral. So this is another archetype, I guess, that's lurking in this box. It looks like these are lurkers, but yeah, I don't know. King Synchro. When your opponent's monster declares an attack on a Synchro monster you control, negate the attack. That's very conditional. I probably wouldn't play that. Let's see. Lavalol Dragon. I like him. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner fire monsters. Once per turn, you can add 1 Laval monster from your deck to your hand. Then send 1 Laval monster from your hand to the graveyard. And it is a level 6 Synchro. 2500 attack, that's not bad. Again, I think like I mentioned earlier, I don't really know how core this Laval spell is going to be when you have something like this Lava Dragon who can just, oh, this is from hand to graveyard. Oh, okay, I see. So, I don't know, maybe we will be running this spell, I'm not really sure. Thermal Genex, I know a lot of people really like Genex monsters. 1 Genex controller plus 1 or more non-tuner fire monsters. This card gains 200 attack for each fire monster in your graveyard. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each Genex monster in your graveyard. I could see Thermal Genex being used along with the Laval monsters. Maybe just throw on some Genex controllers and then Laval monsters, use your spell. Send some monsters from your deck to the graveyard. This guy gets a boost, right? Yeah, Fire Fist cards are interesting. I'm definitely going to give them a try. I, again, have no TCG experience. I don't know anything about these cards, but to me, I think that Fire Fist cards would be a lot of fun to use, as well as this Ritual Neftis card. Other than that, I feel like not much in here has wowed me. I'm actually really excited for Red Dragon Archfiend. I think I want to get more use out of it. I made a meme video once with a deck list that Poggin gave me using the Jack Atlas skill that had Red Dragon Archfiend in it. And I want to see what it's like to run more than 1 copy and a more consistent deck, because those skills add 2 tuners into your deck, so it makes it a little more inconsistent. Otherwise, there's really not too much in here that I'm excited for. Again, I'm really not excited for a new box. I feel that the main boxes are so expensive, and if you watch my last box opening video, I feel like I got so unlucky with that one. Like, all of the good cards were seriously just at the bottom of the box. I felt so disgusting after wailing out on it, and I hope that's not the case with this one. Hopefully we can get some lucky pulls with this one. I will definitely be opening some of these cards on stream, so if you are around to catch that, I would greatly appreciate it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, not really gonna go over any more of these cards. Overall, I feel like I don't think this box is gonna be too broken. I feel like this is the first time that I've said that with a box review, where normally I'm kind of like, it's really hard to say what cards are gonna be good or not. But I think this is the first time that I actually feel that with the current meta that we have right now, I don't think that these cards are going to make a huge difference in the meta. I don't think we're gonna release. I don't think they're going to power creep Ancient Gears, at least not like 2 weeks after we just got them. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like talking out of my butt right now. It's gross. But yeah. so yeah, not too excited. At the very least, I do have some new cards to play, so I can't really complain about that. And then, when this box is over and I've played all of the new cards, yay! Duel Links is going to be stale again. As a content creator, it gets very boring after you play all of the new cards, but whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you are around to watch me do the pack openings, because I feel like those are a lot more fun than playing the new cards themselves. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Oh yeah, smash that like button. Thank you. Okay, bye.